Hi guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing today? I hope you're doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I feel pretty. I have makeup on. I mean, I really feel like I accomplished something by putting on this makeup, man. I'm feeling really cute. But anyway, from the title of the video, you're probably wondering, in this Nigeria, somebody is releasing their job, somebody is quitting job when thousands and millions of people are searching for jobs all over the world. Well, such is life. I quit my job. I didn't just quit one job, I quit two whole jobs, two like better job. I let it go. Is it spiritual? It's not spiritual. Am I crazy? Maybe a little, but let's get into the video. Let me give you guys the full gist. Okay, where do I even start from? Let me start from the beginning. From the beginning, when I was jobless. So after NYSC, after service, obviously I was at home for a while, just applying for jobs, and like everybody else, looking for a job. I didn't get anything for a few months, maybe even a year. For about a year I didn't get any responses. I would go for interviews, I won't get any answers from them. So I got my first job after service in February. I got my first job in February. Honestly, I don't remember applying for that job. I don't remember applying for that job. I don't remember. Maybe I applied the year before. That was last year. Maybe I applied then. You know, these jobs that you just see, they'll tell you to fill a form online. I guess that was it. So I got a mail. So basically it's a I won't mention names. Well, it is like Nigeria's #1 e-commerce store, online store, website. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, I got a job there. I applied. It was an internship. I didn't remember applying actually, but they mailed me to do an a video interview, or was it an online interview, not a physical one. And I did the interview. You know, I had taken some courses and all that, so I did the interview. I got the job. I did a 1-week training with them. I got the job. When I got there, you know, the salary was not anything. Like, the salary was worse. Let me just be honest. The salary was very, very bad. It didn't make any sense. My mom was like, don't take this job. Don't, it does not make sense. Even my sister was discouraging me, but I was like, I can't just keep sitting at home. This is an opportunity to even add something to my CV. So that's why I go. I went, I had this job. I was spending my money to keep working, basically, because the salary wasn't anything. My transport fare was more than my salary. Basically, I was getting paid 42,000 naira. I'm being real here, 42k. Like, some people can't live a day with 42,000 naira. I was getting paid a salary of 40,000 naira, so I was using my own personal money outside of the job to even go to work and feed and all that. And we ended up borrowing money. You know, I got into debt with that job, and I was praying that God, you know, I'm trying to push it. God should bring a new job to me, a better job, is a better pay and everything. I was in that particular company, that organization. It's a very big organization, so that was part of the reason why I was like, let me just do it, because that on your CV, it's a good thing. Like, many people see that company on your CV, they're like, really, you interned here, this and that. But anyway, I was there for about 3 months. Yeah, February, March, April. I left May. April, May. Yeah, that's when I left there. I got a new job. God answered my prayers. That one is the whole thing. Oh. I was like, God, this is a testimony. I even gave testimony. I told everybody that I knew that God has truly really blessed me. Wow. Oh my God. Like, the pay was almost times 3. I don't know math. The pay was almost times 3 of what I was getting in my other job, right? Even though it was farther away. So I was working on the mainland before, and then I got a job on the island, and I live on the mainland. So I was spending more money on transport, but I didn't want to think about that. I'm like, oh wow, this is a blessing. The position seemed better. It seemed like, wow, this is even a higher position than I was before. So I was really excited. I was like, this is God answering my prayers, guys. that's how I started though. I went for the interview. The interview was so easy. The interview was so easy, you guys. Oh my god. Like, I literally got there and they were just told me like, okay, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do, this is your job description and everything. Are you ready for it? Can you do this? And I was like, well, I can do it. There were some things that were mentioning that I was like, I don't know, like social media stuff. I'm not really good at that kind of stuff. But I was like, I can give it a try. I'm not an expert, but I would try. And they were like, okay, that's fine. It's not like we really need you to do a lot. It's going to, they're basically selling the job to me. Let me just be honest. They sold me the job, and now I know better than when a company is really like, just like, oh, it's going to be easy, don't worry about it. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you should look at it twice, like, what I don't do. But anyway, I got the job. I immediately left my other job. Like, I immediately left, even though before then my mind had left the other job, the e-commerce job. My mind had left it. I wasn't really going to work as often, so it was a very free job. You can somehow do anyhow, you know. But I left that job immediately. I started working in this new place. From the onset, like from the first 2 days, I already started feeling some type of way about the job. Like, I don't know, my spirit wasn't just settled, but I was like, maybe I'm just nervous, like, I'm just scared. Like, it's a new place, it's a new environment, you know. This is not, the company is not as big as where I was working before. It's like a one-man business, you know. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm just nervous about that. Like, at this position, people will see me, like people will actually see me, and you know, I'll be at the center and all. So I thought I was just being nervous. At this point, after a week of working there, I had not met the owner of the company. So I think after a week, I met the owner. The first day I met her, guys, when she walked into the door, I knew that she was the one, but she just came in acting like, you know, she's just a random person. I had to attend to her. So I was doing customer service and showroom manager. So it was a showroom. They sold like furniture and they do interior and all that. So I know I had to attend to her, even though that's another story. I didn't really know I was going to be selling markets like that, but I ended up selling markets. So she came in, I attended to her, and then she was like, oh, she was so nice, like, oh, you know, you did well, you know, just, you know, get this, get that, get this. And that day went. A few months down the line, I started to realize that the grass is not always greener, guys, on the other side. Don't think, this money is better. See money where they won't pay me, see benefits, see all these things. It's a better place, or this. Calm down, take a step back and look at it, research the company well. So you might not even really find some things about like the workings of the company, but just calm down, take a step back, pray about it. That's number one thing, guys. Pray about it. I prayed about it and I thought it was, you know, God answering my prayers, but maybe it wasn't, maybe it was. I feel like in a way it was, in another way it was just like God trying to redirect my brain in the right direction. So I started feeling the pressure. I don't want to be harsh, but my boss, she was hard. Like, she was hard to work with. She was a hard person. Like, the manager was peachy, perfect. I loved her. But every time the boss comes in, my morale would just drop. Everything would just it got to a point I wake up in the morning and I'm just not happy going into work. I'm just like, God. I started feeling depressed, you know, because I knew when I get to work it should be this one. Oh, do this one, you didn't do that one, you didn't. I now became like a house help, you know. Like, she would send me to buy food. Guys, I have a BSc. I mean, I know it's not really all that, but I have a whole BSc. I've taken so many online courses. I didn't even say I had gathered myself up for this position, right? Only for someone to start sending me to buy food. Even though we have office assistants that is supposed to do all those things. Maybe she didn't want to interact with that person. She felt, personally, I felt she thought the person was beneath her, but she would now send me food, send me chewing gum, you know, those things. I'm like, show no ma bye, abi kilo happen be bye. But I would just take it. I would get to my own rant. I'll rant to my friends, my siblings, my mom. My mom would just be like, me, Mokoto Wakiri. This walking is from, mom was the first person to tell me that working for someone is not for me. She has been saying it before, but I never heard it until I started working at the first place, and then she kept hammering it that working for someone is not for you, it's not your destiny, figure out what you are doing and all that. Then my sister started saying the same thing, and at this second job I started to feel like maybe they are right. Maybe this is just God trying to teach me a lesson, because I was so unhappy. Like, I was doing jobs that I wouldn't even normally, like jobs that did not even concern what I'm supposed to be doing there in a way. And then in a way I feel like they said I'm manager now. Should I not be managing these things? But then it's like, wow, this one is too much for me now. So I was doing some heavy lifting and stuff. I was like, anyway. And after a few, I think I was there from, so basically I was there from like March, beginning of March or ending of April to August. That's not a very long time to work in a place, but it got to a point where I was really sad. Everybody saw it on me. Everybody saw that, oh my God, I had given up. But I wasn't now even pushed to start searching for a new job, because that place, it was not even easy to search for a new job. What if they call me for interview? When will I go for the interview? I work Monday to Saturdays. I work Mondays to Fridays, and then 2 Saturdays a month rather. 2 Saturdays a month. When would I have the time to go for interview? And it's not the kind of place that you just take an excuse like that. So you feel somehow, you feel like maybe you feel a little pressured. So I was like, I was not even pushed to it. But then my friend in Dubai gave me this idea. She gave me this idea to start selling things. Already I was doing my braided wig business. That alone, that's another thing. I didn't have time, and then I was getting orders at that time. I got so many orders that I couldn't even focus on. I couldn't even do. I had to start outsourcing and like basically dashing them all my money. Where I can make 10k, I was making 1,000, 2,000. Even that 1,000, 2,000, it was meaningless, because I was still use it to do this and that and that. So I was losing money. I was getting orders and I was losing money, because I had to give other people to make my wigs and do my job for me, basically. So my friend now gave me this idea about selling things. Like, she's in Dubai, you know, things are cheap, this and that. I was like, well, let me sharp borrow money. I borrow money because I wasn't even able to save at the job. I was thinking 100k, yeah, baba. When over half of that 100k has gone to transport. What am I even saying? Like, I was spending like 60 something k on transport fare. I will eat, and that place you're not going to see mama put somewhere that you will get food. You have to go and spend your hard-earned cash on food. So I was even borrowing to feed. It was not better. It was not a greener pasture at all, but I kept pushing at it. My friend gave me the idea for the business, went into it, you know, got some things. Then it now got to a point where my sister went on a trip, and that was the deal, you guys. It just be like play. That was the day we were going for. So my sister had planned this like trip for us, like, oh, okay, so this and this and this. I was not excited. I love to travel, guys. I love to travel. If you know me, you know this. I love to travel. I love seeing new places. I love trying new things, eating new foods and all those things. So when my sister came up with this thing now, that okay, we are going to so and so place, so I was not excited. I was just complaining that how you just come and say this, and you should be going by yourself. I'm not going. I'm not doing. Ginikon. My sister was so sad. Which kind thing be this one? This is a good thing. Like, why are you angry? I now felt bad. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll see what I can do. I'll try to just figure it out. Luckily for me, that weekend, that Saturday, I wasn't working, so I was so happy. I left work. I got excuse from my manager because the boss wasn't around. I didn't know how that would have played out if the boss was around. But from the manager, the head manager, I got excuse from her to leave work early that Friday. I met my sister at the airport. We both went. But it's the fact that I'm doing something that normally I would be so elated. I would be so filled with joy and so happy to do this thing. But my mind was not settled. All I was thinking was that, oh, I have to go back on Sunday. I have to go back on Sunday. I have to resume work on Monday. And when I think about resuming the work, I'm like, hey, God, what is this? I will still go back to this place. This woman will come now. She'll say I not do one thing right on social media. I not post one thing. I need to this. I need to that. This wala is too much for me. I'm tired. Can you come? That was all that was on my mind, basically. That was all I could think about. and I wasn't really enjoying myself to the fullest, really. And it was a whole event. It was a wedding. We went for a wedding in another state. It was a whole event. It was supposed to be beautiful and everything, but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't have fun. Like, I was just, my mind was half here and half there. I couldn't really enjoy the trip to the fullest. And my sister felt it too. Now, another thing, my sister had not booked our flight back. Normally you're supposed to book to and fro, but my sister booked to, she did not book fro. Saturday my sister did not she did not still book it. We went to wedding, enjoyed ourselves, came back to the hotel. My sister didn't, she still didn't book it though. Midnight on Saturday morning, that's when she was not trying to book it. She could not get any affordable flights, and also it was so dramatic. We had to spend a whole lot of money on a flight ticket just because I had to go back to work on Monday. Like, I felt so bad because I was really pressuring her, like, I have to go, like, you have to do this. So on Sunday morning she had to run to the airport or where to, like, do all the old ticket runs and then come back, then pack our loads, and then we started going. We spent too much money on that, just one trip. Like, it didn't make sense. But then that Sunday, the way I felt inside, I felt so sad and so deflated, like so defeated. I was just, my sister was just like, just quit this job. It's not for you, just quit this job, just quit this job. In my mind, I was just like, okay, I'm just going to quit. Like, it's not by force. I'm just going to go. Even though I was saying it, in my mind, I was just like, okay, we'll quit the job, sha. Nah, so that I was still thinking that, okay, I'll wait till the end of the month. This was a new month. Yeah, I think this was the beginning of August. Yeah, beginning of August. And I hadn't gotten paid. Like, it was like August 10 or something, or 9, and I hadn't gotten paid. That's another problem. She won't pay us. Let me even give you that full gist. She will refuse to pay. Like, she got to a point she would say, she was not telling us that what did we do to warrant us getting our salary, getting our payment. I'm like, what did I do about? I left my house. Like, I wake up from home 5 o'clock, I be 4:30 safe. I leave my house every day, come to that place, I attend to your customers, I do so and so and so. That particular month, the amount of work I did, work that did not concern me, now say you won't pay my salary. I was like, this is it. And this was not the first time, this is like the second time. I was like, I've had it. Like, it's so pointless, to the point that I have to start borrowing money to keep coming to work because you've not paid me. So I'm even one jeg see, you know, like, it did not make sense. So when we got back to Lagos on Sunday night, I was like, okay, but in my mind I was thinking, let me wait till the end of the month, only for me to get to work on that Monday. Like, immediately I walked into the office. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's the Holy Spirit, something just hits me. It hits me so hard. Like, I almost cried walking into that office that day, and I was like, that's it. Like, this is it. I can't do this. I can't live my life in so much sorrow. Like, the sorrow was deep. Like, I was so unhappy. Immediately the manager came in. I was like, oh, I have to see you when you're ready. She later called me and that, okay, what's up? I had to tell her that, man. So I did not even say I was going to quit the job. I just asked her basically that, oh, do I have to do the, you know, you have to do like 14 days, give 14 days notice. Like, do I have to do that? She was like, why? I'm like, as per salary is already elapsed. I mean, as contract's not been broken somewhere or the other. But she was like, well, if I want to leave, I can leave. But that, no, she was worried. Like, she's a good person. She was worried that what happened. I had to just explain to her that, look, my family members are pressuring me to leave the job, and even myself, I'm kind of tired, so I just want to move on. Let me focus on my business. I had shipments from Dubai coming in that I won't even be able to pick them up for the next 2 weeks because I won't have time to leave work. I was like, I'm even tired, like, it's too draining. So she was like, okay, no problem. Then I guess she let the owner of the company know. The woman was like, that means they will move out of my salary for that 14 days. I wanted to argue. A part of me wanted to be like, as per what? You have broken your contract now. You have not paid me my salary, and this is what, 10th of the month. Does that, of the next month? Does that make sense? Like, but then I was like, see, I'm tired. You people do what you want. Just give me the rest of my money and let me be going. So guys, that day, like play, that was the last day. That was my last day. So that was my last day of work. Basically, I left that place. So I just worked that. I left that office that Monday. I was just praying to God. I think she purposely didn't even come. The boss, she purposely didn't come into work because she probably felt like everybody's angry with her, because I wasn't the only one. Like, it was a thing for throughout that whole week. Everybody was just like complaining, what is this, why is she telling us to, why would you ask us to be writing, listing out what we've done to warrant us getting paid? Why are you telling us? Like, she was making us feel less, because the company is basically split into two staff, that's office staff and then project staff. And it's almost seemed like she gave, it's not even almost, it was that she gave the project staff more priority than the people in the office, and she was just kind of badgering us about it. So everybody was really tired. So basically that Monday, that was my last day of work. I walked out of that company. I was happy. Oh guys, I did not have money. They've not paid me salary, but I brand supermarket. I brand supermarket and bought drink, bought chocolate, bought cookies, bought all these things. I don't know, I'm celebrating something. And I got home, I just told my sister I've quit, have left the job, and everybody was like, good, very good. My mom was like, so like that was it. So that's how I left my work, and that's how I just became a full-time entrepreneur apparently. So basically at that time I was thinking, and I'm sure God was just trying to let me know that we are just pushing where you're not supposed to push. Try and push elsewhere, try and push into your own thing. I've always had that spirit of, okay, I'm going to be a businesswoman, I'm going to be a owner, like I'm going to be that boss woman, you know. That's my plan in life, that's my goal in life. So me now going to work under some other people is like, you're kind of antagonizing yourself, right? But right now guys, this is November, I think today is November 19. Right now I can truly tell you that, guys, you know, easy. It's not easy. It's a tough journey. It is not easy. God. And Shakpa must not win. Shakpa must not win. So a part of me is like, should I start applying for jobs? Should I start thinking of, you know, going into paid employment again, or should I just keep it up and keep pushing? What I know now is I'm not just going to apply to any job, or anybody that comes and say take work, I'm not going to just apply, because that job I didn't even apply. The second job I didn't apply. Manager reached out to me via LinkedIn, and it was just like job on a plate of gold, silver platter. I don't know how to explain it. That's why I was like, is this not a testimony? Like, I didn't have to push for it, but I got it. But now I'm like, okay, I know better. I'm not just going to jump into anything. I'm going to focus on my strengths. Basically, when people are telling me, oh, this job, when I'm applying for jobs, I'm going to go through it well and be like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this before I apply for a job. If you pass me, if you pass my power, I will not. If it even remotely seems like this place is like, or my spirit is just doing one kind about the place, I'm not even going to bother. It's not by force. But even with that, I might not still like go, because God is on my side, man. God is really great. I know my businesses are picking up by the grace of God. So if you have not already patronized, you guys, please help a sister out. Patronize my business. I sell shoes and bags, I sell wigs, braided wigs. Patronize my businesses, please. Thank you. And if you know anybody that is interested in real estate in Lagos, I have some. I'm here for you. So please patronize my business. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was fun for you to listen to and watch. And if you made it to the end of the video, God bless you. I love you. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share with your friends and loved ones. Help a girl grow on this YouTube thing, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you guys. Bye.